Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Remtech. Bet we can grab it on the way back.
I will add this map to your interface, Pathfinder. You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. You can hack the turret, Pathfinder.
So much better when they're on our side.
Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
There must be a trick to this. Let's give it a try.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean?
Successful! Good work, Ryder.
Pathfinder Rider? Are you there? All our instruments just recorded a surge. What happened?
Vault's back up. We did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Pilar. We've a lot to discuss.
Pathfinder, the organic life on Havarl has begun to stabilize. It appears the vault is performing biological repairs.
Imagine what we'll see here in a few years.
Hey, Pathfinder Rider. Thanks for saving us.
We owe you.
You don't think... brain damage?
I'd rather not jump to conclusions before we have someone examine you fully.
Stars. You're worried, aren't you?
Torvar, it's just a precaution. Pathfinder Rider, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Asmus? What are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds. Talking to you was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find.
We all need to find balance, I think.
Tavos. I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar want simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
That was kinda heartwarming to see.
There has been healing today, Havarl. The rifts between my people, and you're to thank. There is some space here at Dar Pelev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.
find anything about my sister?
Father was right. They documented everything.
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should have the specifics.
Thank you. With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
Everyone gets scared. It passes. Amara's your sister.
And home is often a person, and not a place. I will swallow my fear. Thank you for this. For helping an old man.
Leaving Havarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder. Hello? Anything I can help with? I should get back to things. Sounds good?
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Have you talked with Jar much? Oh yeah, traded swear words.
Really? That's what you asked him about?
A completely different tech base, and you start there. You want to talk shop? Talk shop. I want to know him.
Strike team ready for deployment.
Pathfinder. Hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
The math says we have all the right qualifications. I trust that.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
The Angara were super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease, up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hello, Ryder.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
You know, there was a time when Sid was afraid of space. We were traveling a lot, and one day she just woke up and realized there was nothing outside the shuttle walls. Happened more than once. She'd panic. I'd hold her, for as long as it took. She doesn't even remember now. It was only for a month or two.
Funny, huh? The things they don't remember.
And you feel like it's up to you to hold on to it, or else it's just gone.
And there's just something there that you know you're missing.
Drac?
Just hold on to it. That is a nice little piece of paradise the Angara have. Wouldn't mind seeing it again.
I wouldn't mind either. Maybe we can have something like that too. Someday.
We rescue that Moshai of theirs. Maybe they'll give us some tips.
I saw Spender earlier. He was talking to Kesh's assistant.
That scrawny little assistant of hers, Dal?
She sure doesn't like him either.
I've only seen him talk to her once, and I get it.
Most people who meet him hate him. It's only a matter of time before he does something that'll put the Nexus in danger. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, Ryder.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
And you both have biotics. That's how it's said?
Yep. Though Asari biotics are a few 100,000 years ahead. Humans are catching up. Humans back home, maybe. You skipped class for 600 years.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
He's also the first cat who bothered to talk to us. That's useful intel.
True. They can communicate. They just prefer to open fire. So, what else is new?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Won't know until we talk to those Asari on Eos. Any chance... I'll be here.
Aksul is very cunning. We can't underestimate him. My mothers are worried sick about the cousins that joined him.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
People are willing to die for her. She sounds pretty special.
She is. I hope you get to know her.
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
An internal lens focuses an image onto the retina where it becomes electrical impulses that are deciphered by the brain.
You took my sarcasm as an invitation to show off. Pitiful.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you're a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong, born from what was before, blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that. What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol System in the Milky Way.
I was born on Haval, our most ancient homeworld. We believe so, anyway.
Moved to Aya first chance you got?
I lived there because of the Vassal. It's a privilege to work on Aya, so we have a lottery to share it.
Aya reminds me of Earth, a little. I'll show you vid sometime. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Aya is a wonder rider, and the Angara are so interesting. I hope we make it back. I want to delve and explore and who knows what else.
We'll be back. We need the Moshai if we're going to get into their vault.
Oh, I'm definitely sticking around long enough for that.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Liam, I signed off on that project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jarl and Maldarov, we got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
We don't technically have uniforms, but this is a little casual.
Just convenience, swapping armor. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no.
Why? Is it religious?
Wait, what?
It's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jal?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
Hey, my turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
I hope you know what you're doing. I don't need the Nexus breathing down my neck.
Relax. Jar won't complain to HR or whatever Tan thinks we report to. We were joking around and realized we didn't know how to insult each other. Or how not to. Some things are so ingrained they're invisible. We didn't even know the warning sign, so we got it over with. Now we won't do it accidentally. Like when we're trying to negotiate an outpost. Enough of his people want to shoot us now.
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul.
If Jar was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line. Pathfinder. Sorry, distracted. Feels like things should be on hold until the Moshai business is squared away. It's the neighborly thing to do. And we need good neighbors.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Hey, there you are.
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know Pyjack's pee anywhere, right?
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Cluster analysis alone can't tell us anything useful. Our sample set is much too narrow. Pathfinder Ryder, Dr. Tsana Relar, xenobotanist for the Initiative, and my colleague, Dr. Eric Baumgarten.
Xenogenetics. Pleasure to meet you.
I can see why you're on Havarl. Plenty to keep you busy.
Indeed. You can hardly walk without stepping on a new life form. We tread lightly.
Your report of accelerated evolution and rapid growth of nature here caught our interest.
We're analyzing everything we can for clues to replicate the effects on our own crops.
It would have interesting applications if there's a way to control the process.
You understand the end goal.
If we learn to enhance the growth of plants and animals in non-destructive ways, we could end hunger. It would change everything for the Initiative. Our colonies could thrive virtually overnight.
Since you repaired the vault, things are returning to normal, but too quickly for us.
The accelerated life forms you want to study are dying off, decaying.
We're scrambling to scan and catalog everything before it's gone. We could use some help.
Point me at the life forms you need. I'll do the rest.
Anything mutated beyond its baseline growth cycle will aid our work.
I'll provide the most promising genetic markers to scan for.
Thank you for whatever help you can provide, Pathfinder. Rendezvous here when you're finished.
Kieran says Zaval would have lasted another cycle. 2 at most.
Were the projections so dire?
I could believe it. We came so close to losing everything.
The numbers confirm it. Things are getting better. We did it.
Pathfinder Ryder did it.
But I am in danger. Planted through my personal shuttle. I could have been inside.
Compared my cuttings to Kieran Dahl's. No mutations, no fungus, all fine signs.
Some people eat plant fungus as a delicacy.
If you're going to eat something spewed out by a malfunctioning vault, at least do it on a dare.
Ah, you'll be the Pathfinder then. Dr. McIntyre from the Nexus.
Ryder, welcome to Havarl.
She'll be more welcoming now that you put the vault back on track. The Angara invited us to monitor plant growth and study ruins out in the jungle. It's the chance of a lifetime.
You know how Tavos found the monolith, right? Reincarnated memories?
Aye, I heard. One for the textbooks.
You believe him? But you're a scientist.
Asari share thoughts and memories. Prothean tech speaks in visions. Those are scientific facts. There's more to people than what can go under a microscope, lass.
Be careful around those monoliths. There might be more stasis fields. We think they only affect Angara, but who knows?
Oh, we know. Make no mistake. I have a check-in system ready. Whether young Farley remembers it when he's chasing butterflies is another matter.
What does your team do here?
Zera is our botanist. She'll be minding the plants and designing an artificial habitat for them. She also happens to be an engineer. Asari, one profession's never enough. Then there's young Farley. He's here for the insects.
And you?
Sai, fussed over us something terrible. But she's a fine lady, and hopefully a good colleague down the road. I plan to listen to her.
Good luck, McIntyre.
Safe journeys, Ryder.
The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? It might have been an outpost.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
After the Kett and what they've seen of the exiles, we had to be at our best.
We've had precious few examples of that. Pathfinder might be getting close. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. It's promising, and a lot of people have noticed. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
We came here as pioneers, but we're not the only ones in Helios. And that means even better discoveries. On Havarl, we can work together. First contact doesn't end, and it isn't someone else's job. It's here.
Into the books, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Well executed!
The malfunctioning vault affected this area. I recommend scanning for accelerated growth. Pathfinder, the life forms in this area display accelerated growth markers. It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
Enemy is down!
The malfunctioning vault affected this area. I recommend scanning for accelerated growth.
Hostiles ahead! These Angara carried more than weapons. They had research tech, data pads. Let's find out why. The Rokar were studying mutant wildlife too. They want to use it against us. The datapad mentions a camp.
Updating known data. Mission parameters changing.
Beast is close by.
Sam, what do you get from this?
Analyzing. The Rokar took special interest in mutations that would poison a natural environment. What are your instructions for this data, Pathfinder?
Download a copy, then erase the Rokar computer.
Acknowledged. Copying complete. Erasure of Rokar files complete.
Let's wrap things up and get back to our researchers.
What have you brought us, Pathfinder?
I got jumped by Rokar. They were researching harmful mutations, hoping to use them against us.
I hope you put an end to their work.
Do you have any of their data? May we see it?
I copied the files before I erased the Rokar computer. I'll transmit everything.
If nothing else, it may help us defend against future attacks.
I scanned all the mutated wildlife I could find. I hope it helps your research.
We're going to be overwhelmingly busy, aren't we?
Thank you for everything, Pathfinder. We'll get to work.
Leaving Hvarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
All systems green.
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
I know. This isn't what I signed up for either.
Make them know. Make them lead or make them go. Tell our leaders. Wake the sleepers. Free our families.
What's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero right now. They'll do anything you say.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her. Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Clan before Crow.
Those look horrifying. Dutch will love them.
You're back.
People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used to you too, I guess. Fine. You can be a regular. What's your name?
Ryder.
I'm Dutch. That's Anan over there. Be careful. The snark is strong with that one.
Snark is good. I can work with Snark.
Ugh. You're one of those.
Looks like you're outnumbered, Dutch.
You'd think people would reconsider picking on the guy making the drinks, but no. Speaking of, wanna try this one? I'm going to call it the Tall Moose. So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker? Should I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Do it.
The Pathfinder has spoken. Ooh, were you holding out on me? You're pretty good at this.
Don't act so surprised.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
The one you mentioned. Part of the initiative?
Yep. Been awake since the start. Jill's a fertility expert. Heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Growing our numbers is paramount to our survival here.
Sure. But that's Jill's purpose. I'm not just going to adopt it. See what I did there? I'm not just going to adopt it.
I saw.
You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
He's bluffing.
I call.
Oof, nice. That one's yours. Well, the winning streak's over. You beat me, Ryder, fair and square. Guess I continue searching for my true purpose in life.
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
No. You're good. I'll have to up my game. Jill's gonna lay into me hard when she hears you won. I'll just tell her this proves how bad a player she is.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
It's not the best quality.
I wonder if I can get this part of look.
Scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks. Dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We only just got on our feet, plus it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe, and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. By the way, Tan called us in for a talk about staying on message.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. And much less interesting than what you've been up to. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how Prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could, but we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Probably not the rah-rah quote Tan would hope for, but very genuine. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
What about you? I can't imagine you putting your camera down for anything.
I'm not the one history cares about.
I need a minute to think about my answer, and I'd like to know.
Back home, I'd go sailing. I love the water. Nowadays, I play ocean sounds, close my eyes, and remember. Okay, your turn.
I read up on the amazing things we've seen, and the Tempest has some incredible views of the cluster.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Ryder, is it? William Spender.
Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running Colonial Affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off.
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area. Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. You're listening?
I'm sorry, Lana. A broken arm doesn't lie.
I told you, she fell.
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
And they're lying too, because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you want to grow a spine and admit you fucked up?
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on Eos the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
You can believe the reports. Eos is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour. An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Pelisaria Basale.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Helen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
That felt so real. Mom was right there. Alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently logged. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course. Welcome back, Ryder.
That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's personal logs.
Give me that, Alec. We've heard enough of you talking. Right. So, here's the irony. My research on biotic implants and EZO caused this stupid disease. But maybe it'll save me, too.
No maybe about it.
Hey, this is my secret log. Anyway, the right type of implant, joined with the right type of AI, could actually bolster human physiology. Even as the disease is trying to kill me, the implant and Sam are counteracting it, keeping things balanced. Result? I get to hang around a little longer. Maybe collect on all those anniversary dinners this guy owes me.
As a Quarian and historian, how do you view your people's reaction to the Geth?
Well, we banned artificial intelligence, which was understandable, but that was taking a hammer to a rather delicate nail.
Which was what?
The very thing that sparked the revolt. The first Geth who asked us, Creator, does this unit have a soul? But how could it have a soul? Geth had no meaningful perceptions of the world or diversity of experiences we take for granted. Worse, the Geth saw us as the Creator. The revolt was inevitable. We were their superiors, and they resented it.
Ryder, Barlaban says you're looking for when the tech involves artificial intelligence. The Council will have specters all over my ass if they catch wind of this. Translation, I'll get you the code you want, but the price just doubled. If you try to renege, I've got people. People with guns.
Pathfinder, I hear the Angaran planet Aya is a paradise. We finally found a lush world. When do we start moving in?
These things take time. There's not much room on Aya. We're still proving ourselves to them. But we need to find lush planets of our own. For all of us.
True. But hey, at least now we know one exists, right? I know you'll do it. Keep up the good work, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder?
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
How do you feel about all this, now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know, it's a rose-colored outlook, but... someone's gotta keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to go now. See you later.
Take care.
Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's daughter has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is HNS.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by the time Mom's out of stasis?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is HNS.
Superintendent Kesh reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
I'm sorry, man. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
Can I help you with anything?
Could be dead.
Welcome back. Gil, you missed your appointment. Again.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
I had a good reason.
Which was?
When I remember it, I'll tell you.
I don't think she would.
I got a copy of the Nexus's movie library.
Thanks. I'll look through it. It's probably all agricultural learning vids, but there might be something good. I'll keep you posted.
You must like it in here.
It looks wise. And those are tool-using paws. Are you sure it's not more intelligent than us?
I can try talking to him for you.
That's kind, Suvi. But I don't think it will help.
Anomaly on sensors.
Beginning approach.
Okay, bundle up, people.
I'll stay on my nice warm ship.
Take her down, Callow.
We designated this planet Habitat 6. Original readings suggest that it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, vol to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a seaside property. That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Sylvie wasn't kidding about the cold.
If you didn't know anything was here, you wouldn't think anything was here.
Where are we meeting the resistance team?
Sent you the nav point. Good luck, Pathfinder. Let me warm up for a second. I've never been this cold.
We're almost there. We'll need to talk to Commander Anyik when we arrive.
Oh shit. Joe, you finally back? Is the squad after sent? Back to the others waiting on the shuttle pad.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
But I love you, Hera.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
That's the wrong side.
Life support restored.
Got a message from my little brother this morning. He asked me to come home.
He's young. He doesn't understand yet.
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. You must be Ryder. Jarl told us what you did for Kirin's team on Havarl. I'm Anyik Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
I appreciate the warm welcome. It's a joke. To break...
Kill me now.
Probably a translation thing.
Perhaps. Strange jokes aside, I hope you will join our fight against the Ket. We could certainly use the help. We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
That's why I came here. To help.
If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Vold without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
How are you holding up against the Ket?
It hasn't been easy. We've had our victories, but we're a small force. Too small.
Didn't Ephra send recruits?
Most of them are young, untrained. If we want to beat the Ket, we need medics, technicians, and skilled fighters.
Then Ryder and I will help.
We will?
If the commander needs recruits, we'll find them.
Jal's right. We can find the people you need.
I'd be happy to take anyone you send my way. You have my gratitude, both of you.
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
I've met Ephra. He's... interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
That's it for now.
I'll be here if you have any questions.
Squadron Eberron. I'm picking up double.
We'll have to.
Hostile patrol approaching.
You think I'll see any Ket?
Pathfinder. Not likely. I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Ket are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols for the Dara means fewer raids on Ket camps. The Ket know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
I looked over the recruits' effort centers.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything is running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way, no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point. I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
But I brought...
Whoa, didn't mean to sneak up on you.
It's the alien. The one that helped out on Havarl. Didn't expect an alien to help. They've mostly tried to kill and enslave us. So that's amazing. You are amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here to seek.
So, what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Ket. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights, you said that's Hajara?
Yes. Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help, if you haven't checked it out already.
How do people manage to live down there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Bisan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So, where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Take care. Stay safe.
You be safe too, Jarl Amadarov. Has your sister recovered from her mission? She was brave.
So brave.
She is. Both recovered and brave. Thank you for asking.
Tempest, we're going to need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Okay, Sam, what's Volt got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Volt.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara, the Resistance? What's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Volt's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive off this mountain, right?
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now. Cat, coming this way!
Quickly! Before they find the Resistance!
I need help here.
Impressive!
Scott, they almost got past me.
Easy. Are you alright?
Better now that those Ket are dead. I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk. And I know a secret route to the camp. Just wide enough for one. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the Resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too stubborn to ignore it. You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make sure the Ket get lost out here and stay lost. But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
We have to keep going.
Go. I'll roll the Ket bodies off the cliff before I head back.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
So much violence.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axol is stockpiling supplies. Why?
It's troubling. Effort should hear of this.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Pathfinder, I detect Ket among this salvage.
On approach!
Pathfinder, I can hack that message console.
So there's a control center for Ket shuttles on Vold.
This message contains a fragmented passcode. If we find more terminals, I can reassemble it.
And we can take out the control center.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
I should have dressed warmer. It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Angaran technology is present in this camp. Scanning will provide more information.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Don't think that ice is for slushies. Bad weather for it.
This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Maybe we should check out that Ket tech. Let's do this!
Angaran technology is present in this camp. It seems this bug's connection to the Resistance was through a deactivated mobile device.
Where's that device now?
I'll need more data in order to locate it. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Detecting below normal.
I think we saw these lights from the lookout post.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
The main axle's got off.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up on Nilj? You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Ket kill people. They take our families and we never see them again. Anyone who fights against that has to be better than them. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.
How's the dig going?
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
You're that alien Pathfinder they call Ryder. Oh, I wish I could talk. But I've got to get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Tilara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
If you were captured, Nilj wouldn't leave you. For the cave we found.
Send the seismologist. They told me you might be coming through. Watch your step. We buried data probes in the snow.
What is this place?
Ijara Station, the only research base on Vold. Educated on Aya, trained by the Resistance.
Takes guts to be stationed out here alone.
They only send scientists who can handle themselves in a fight. Since the Resistance can't always protect us, we protect ourselves.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Vold has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold-weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
found an abandoned supply plant on the eastern plain.
Anything good in it?
Tools, some frozen nutrient paste, pictures of her family.
Familiar faces? People from around here?
No, looked like they were from farther east.
Guess they didn't make it.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the Resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with a kettle around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the Scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely different. They contain traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
Could be something else. Industrial emission, weapons tests, someone crashing a vehicle into the sea.
Or maybe, like my sister says, it's the Ice Talkers.
Say Ice Talkers one more time and you're fired. Ah, you're Ryder. It's an honor to meet you. What can I do for you?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijaro. We're right above an inland sea and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the Ket showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Janlith, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing. An angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay. That's what Janlith says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
I, and many others, have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
They're a tough bunch.
How long have the Angara been fighting the Ket? Must feel like forever. So, am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right. Remnant pillars. Bound to be a few lurkers.
Over there. Isn't that a Ket device?
Shooting the device will destroy it. That device was feeding data externally.
To where?
I can't determine that. However, there may be devices at other Remnant locations.
Nice work.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
Ket set up camp over there. Let's check it out.
That's it.
I detect unusual signals from that The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Asari told me she'd been a dancer in the afterlife. Does your species also believe in reincarnation?
No. Afterlife was a shithole bar. If she survived that to come here, she probably does feel reborn.
Heads up. Remnant site ahead.
Hostiles ahead!
That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
Detecting Ket technology here. These devices seem to be extracting remnant data and sending it to a single location.
Can we track it down?
It's heavily encrypted. I may be able to break it with more information. I detect Angaran technology in this camp. I've located the mobile connection for this bug, adding the nav point to your system. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
You're so alive, PB. More than the others of your species I've met.
I think you're fascinating. Angara are so open with their feelings.
This is a little uncomfortable.
And humans, as we can see, are not.
Probably Ket crawling all over that tech.
That's it. Good work.
That message console is hackable, Pathfinder. I've nearly completed assembly of the passcode.
How many more consoles do you need?
One will be sufficient. We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya. I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ket's technology.
Ket. Great. And here's the ambush.
Jal, I heard you singing the other day. I peeked in. You were applying lotion to your neck. Flaps.
You're mistaken.
About?
The singing. However, the daily application of hydrogenated ash salve is important to keep my neck flaps glossy.
So many questions.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is stable.
Hello?
never get out in the field with you guys.
Maybe for the best.
I've got enough people to patch up without Gil tripping over Karkins.
Not the backup I was hoping for, Lexi.
Strike team ready for deployment.